Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, welcome back to this episode here with me. My name is Dallin. I'm a financial planner who serves you as federal employees to get the most out of your retirement, your benefits, investing, taxes, all that good stuff all the time. So if you are new here, consider subscribing and joining this incredible community of like-minded federal employees really trying to be prepared for a comfortable and confident retirement. Today we're talking about Social Security. And for you guys as federal employees, that's a big piece of your retirement, right? It's one of the big three legs to, they call it the three-legged stool, okay, right? You have your TSP, you have your pension, and you have Social Security. Those are three big sources of income that you're probably going to have in retirement. Of course, you may have others. You may have rental income. You may have a military retirement. You may have others, but as a general federal employee, those are the big income sources you're going to have. And so Social Security is a big one, especially if you're married, you and your spouse. Deciding when to take Social Security can be the difference of tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime pretty quickly. It can make a big difference, okay? So I'm not going to, however, talk about all the pros and cons of when you should take Social Security in this video. I've done tons of videos on that sort of things, so definitely check that out. If you don't know where to find those, go to my website. At the top there will be a link that says, hey, search articles by topic, okay? And there is a topic that's Social Security, so click that one if you want to learn more, and that'll give you some more info. So, but today, one big question I get actually all the time is many people say, hey, I don't really need maybe Social Security right at 62, but what I want to do, I want to get Social Security, I want to start it, and take that money and go invest it, right? I think that, that seems to make a lot of sense. I want to start it, get the money in hand, and invest it myself, because I'm sure I can invest it better than Social Security can. And this is an interesting point, and I get this question quite a lot. So this is the specific nuance that I'm going to talk about today. If it makes sense for you to start Social Security early, not just to use it, but actually to take that money and to invest it on your own, so over time it'll grow. Right? We'll talk about some of the pros and cons about that today. So to know whether or not you should do this, you have to start with your baseline of what you're trying to beat, okay? Because as many of you already know, whenever you delay Social Security, let's say you're 62, if you say, hey, I'm not going to take it for another year, I'm going to take it at 63, by doing that, Social Security says, oh, we're going to increase your benefit. And for every month, really, they break it down per month, every month that you delay Social Security, they give you more for waiting, right? That's just how it works. So you can delay anywhere from 62 up to 70, okay? Now, this is the important part that you have to know. For the first couple years of retirement, starting at 62, they give you about a 5% increase for every year that you delay Social Security. 5%, okay? Now, the 3 years before your full retirement age, for many of you, it's going to be between 66, 67, right? If you don't know your full retirement age, just Google full retirement age chart. It'll come right up. It's based on your birthday, right? So, but the 3 years before you hit your full retirement age, you're going to get about a 6.5% increase for every year that you delay, right? Now, from your full retirement age up till age 70, you actually get a full 8%, I put 7 fingers up, but 8% increase every year that you delay. So if you came to me and say, hey, I want to take Social Security, I want to invest it on my own, because I think I could do better than Social Security. Well, then that's what you're going to have to beat, right? You're going to have to beat about 5% every year for the first couple of years, and then about 6.5% for the 3 years before your full retirement age, and then about 8% from your full retirement age till 70. And that's what you're going to have to beat, right? So are those types of returns, about 5, 6.5%, 8%, are those unheard of in the stock market? No, actually, the last 10 years of the stock market overall has done incredibly well, right? Average a lot more than that, right? Now, let me tell you why potentially delaying Social Security is so attractive, because they guarantee it. They say, hey, if you wait, we're going to guarantee you're going to get more later, right? They guarantee it. And whenever we talk about guarantees, we have to compare with other things that are guaranteed. And if you take that money, invest in the stock market, well, you could do a lot better, but you could also do a lot worse. And if you're okay with that risk, hey, maybe it does make sense, right? But often a lot of people aren't okay with that risk, right? So we have to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges, right? If you went to, let's say, a insurance company and you wanted to buy an annuity, right? Basically giving your money to an insurance company and they guarantee a certain rate of return. Right now, because interest rates are so low, you're only going to get maybe 2-3% maybe of guaranteed rate of return, depending on how long the annuity is for. There's a lot of factors, but it's going to be 2-3%, right? Or if you invest in the G fund, you may earn 2% maybe, depending on what interest rates are, right? So when we compare it to that, having a 5, 6, or 8% guaranteed return, that is very, very hard to beat, right? And again, there's lots of different factors deciding when to take Social Security, but I'm really just trying to focus on this one of whether you should take it early just in efforts to invest it on your own, right? So long story short, it's a tough game to play. It's a tough game to play. You certainly can do better, and maybe you're a magic, incredible investor like Warren Buffett where, yeah, take it, and you'll do much better on your own over time. But in short term, it's hard to beat the guaranteed returns that Social Security offers. That's just the bottom line, right? Obviously, there's lots of factors of, okay, how long do you think you're going to live? What about your spouse? How old are they? How old are you? What's the age difference between you guys? There's tons of factors of, who has the higher benefit. Tons of things to decide when deciding who should take benefits when and how it should exactly look like. But hopefully that gives some perspective of potentially trying to, beat Social Security by taking the money and investing it on your own. So I hope that was helpful. Have an incredible rest of your day. And guess what? This topic really came from, I get questions all the time via email. And if you want to send questions to me, there's a link below where it takes you to my website. You put your email in and you put your question in and it sends it to me, right? And we look at all those and we find the best ones that fit the audience and we make videos about it. Whether we answered on the Q&A on Saturday or a video like this or a podcast like this, right? We try to answer your questions. So if you have any questions specifically, go there. And again, there's tons of links below that to all kinds of helpful things, whether it's helpful articles or to make appointments with our firm, whatever it is, there's tons of stuff below. So again, I hope that was helpful. Have an incredible rest of your day. We'll see you next time.